We are back at it. We went bait fishing again yesterday. Didn't get a video on yesterday, but it was pretty similar to the last day we went bait fishing, including me ending up in the water. So we're now out hauling our traps. We're gonna make this video a 2-day video. So we got 800 traps to haul today and tomorrow. It is dungeon thick of fog. It's miserable. It's about the thickest fog you've ever seen in your life. We gotta pull right up to the buoys to find them. We just caught the coolest lumpfish I've ever caught. We catch a few lumpfish a year, but this one is pink. Reddish pink. They actually have a suction cup. This right here is a suction cup. And sometimes, this one's probably too heavy to support his body weight, but they'll actually stick to stuff. He won't do it. I guess he's too heavy to be able to hold him up, but the smaller ones will actually stick right on and hang. Pretty cool. These guys actually eat quite a few lobsters. If you cut him open, his belly would be right full of little baby lobsters. But that's the way the ocean works, because once he grows old, the lobsters will eat him. Circle of life. Whee! Ow! He will take a snack. I didn't think they bite. There he goes. We've got a horny fish. Cody's burning up the end of our old maggot bait.
Yeah.
There's a fairly sour smell aboard this thing this morning.
I wish you could smell it. I could taste it. I don't want to.
The fog this year has been absolutely horrible. We pretty much had fog the entire month of June, and we're halfway through July now. And still no sign of it letting up. Fog every day in the forecast, and it makes it really tough because every single buoy we pull up to is a struggle to find it. And we have to find 80 buoys today. Doesn't seem like it would be a real big deal, but if it takes an extra minute to find every buoy, that's an extra 80 minutes on the end of the day. Not only does the fog make it hard to find them and haul them, but it also makes setting them back miserable too, because oftentimes you're fishing around other fishermen. We got traps near each other. We try to stay lined up and keep everything organized to make everything easier for everybody. And when it's like this, it's very tough. This is a paper bag. If you're new, lobsters actually grow by shedding their shell and growing a new one. This one's extremely soft. You can see it. Basically has no shell.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
How the water just leaks from up here. Yeah. And the wash rails come up to here.
Still no sign of the fog letting up. We're still wandering around. We got 100 traps left to haul, and this day is behind us. We got one with blue legs. Pretty cool. Even in at the bases of its claws, have some blue. And in around its mouth. Pretty cool. Just got a pretty cool monkfish. These things are super creepy. You can see down in his throat. Looks like an alien. He's got a set of teeth down in there. He's got big teeth out in his mouth, but he's also got teeth back in his throat. Anything that gets caught near him is not getting away. Look at the slime running out of him. He looks like a Saint Bernard. You'll also notice his eyes glow green a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it. You can see it better in the last video. We just did a video on these not too long ago. He's also got a little lure. I can't get it, but he's got a little lure right here that he can dangle out in front of his mouth and attract little fish. When they come in to check out the lure, this is what they do. Headed home with a snack. There goes the last one of the day. So now we gotta go in and sell what we got for lobsters, which is very few. Fish has been poor for this time of year, but that happens. Sometimes it's good when you don't expect it. Sometimes it's bad when you expect it to be good. But anyway, we're headed in. We gotta fuel up, put bait aboard, and get ready for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah! Yes! Oh, a little bumping ground.
I should have thought about that a little bit. That was kind of rough. Whew.
Well, that's a wrap. It is almost 1 o'clock and we're headed home. And before we know it, it'll be time to head back out and haul another 400. Well, the fog hasn't gone anywhere. It's right where we left it. Same place it's been for the last 30 days. Today is the same thing as yesterday. We got 400 traps to haul. Hopefully we'll get something cool. This is a big egger. She's got tons of eggs. One of the bigger eggers that we catch. Much bigger than this and they can't get into the trap. Somehow she hasn't been notched all these years. So we're gonna give her a notch. If you're new, the notch signifies that she's a breeder. So that way if she's caught down the road when she doesn't have eggs, she can't be kept. It's a way of protecting them and keeping them in the ocean. It's one of many things we do to keep the population sustainable. It's estimated that they can hold roughly 10,000 eggs per pound, around 6 pounds, so she's probably got 60,000 eggs, around 40, 50 years old.
That is a full tail.
She is full of eggs. It's about the most eggs we see on a lobster. That old beauty, purple stone crab. Big one too. These are delicious. These claws are really good. We don't get much meat out of the body, but the claws are fantastic eating. One of my favorite seafoods. We don't have much of a market for them here, unfortunately. It's kind of a shame. I think they deserve to have a good market. We throw them overboard all day long. That's a nice one. Looks like he's a keeper. That one's pretty blue. This is a big shedder. Usually we don't get shedders this big. During shedder season, most of our lobsters are around this size, like 1.5 pounds. That's a nice keeper right there, and that's the typical run shedder. This is a big one. See if he's a keeper. They're too big, we can't keep them, but measure, you can see it goes down over his back 5 inches. If he's more than 5 inches from his eye down to his back, we have to let him go. They're protected for breeding as well. This one's pretty cool. He's pretty blue. He's got a lot of blue in around his knuckles, and his antennas are blue. I don't know if the camera will do it much justice, but if we hold him next to another one, you might be able to see better. Pretty blue. He's a keeper, so Keith's gonna ban him. Well, we've hauled 795. Here comes the last one. Thank God. The fog hasn't let up one bit in 2 days. Actually, in 22 days. Or 32 days. So we just finished up. We are headed in. We got to sell the lobsters, fuel up, and we're going home. Gonna wrap this one up here. But thanks for sticking around till the end. Don't know what the plan is tomorrow. I think we might bring the underwater drone back out and maybe take it somewhere a little deeper water. We haven't taken it anywhere real deep yet. We've only been 20, 30 feet of water with it. So we might take it down to like 100, 150 feet. See if we can find anything cool there. There's also a shipwreck marked on Navionics not far from our harbor, so we might go try to find that as well. If not tomorrow, definitely sometime soon. So stick around and we'll see you in the next one.